Hi, everybody. I hope you guys can hear me. There is a long horn sound right now. I am outside. You guys, I need to share with you my son's vision, and I have to share with you right now because he wants me to do it. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't like putting his face on there. I mean, neither do I, but I have to get this out to you. Okay. I pray you can hear me. Oh, I pray you can hear me. I've been having problems with my speaker. I know it's the devil. Anyways, he said that I went to work on a day I normally don't go to work. And he told me it was a Thursday. Now, I usually don't work Thursday because it's part of the Sabbath, because it goes in Wednesday into Thursday, evening to evening. But some people say day to day, so I take off usually both days. Well, he starts to say that he said, I was at work for a minute. Him and his friend girl was standing outside. All of a sudden, they started hearing sirens, everything. All the sirens for everything that you could hear a siren for. Okay, they didn't know what was going on. So the girl said she's gonna go inside. So he said he's going inside. So he said a few minutes later, I came running up to the door, and he said, when I came in, I just shut the door and I just started throwing stuff up against the door. And he didn't say, you know what I'm saying, what was what was the reason why I was doing this or whatever. But he said he knew it was because the zombies were outside. Okay, so he said I never told him what happened. All he knows is that I started picking up everything and setting it by the door. So he was like, shoot, I'm about to help. Shoot, he started helping. He's like, shoot, whatever out there, and my mama trying to keep it from it coming in here, we got to do, we got to follow suit. So when you have one of the elect among you, you need to follow suit. Okay, moving on with his vision and dream. He said it was my 7-year-old's idea. Now remember, I shared briefly when I shared Isaiah 68 with you guys about my son's vision the other day about the Holy Mother and the mountain and how the Father Yahuwah is actually going to come deliver the elect with his bare hand, because some of us are going to get pinned down like me because I live in a hotel. So the evil is coming. So I'm not scared. I'm with this. It is what it is. This is it. I've been ready for this, born for this. So let's just move on from that. Anyways, so he said it was the 7-year-old's idea to go into the closet. So we went into the closet, and he said that we were in there for about 3 days. And when we come out or whatever, that all of the food that we had been storing all of this time had turned to worms. And when I'm going to tell you which food turned to worms, all the beans had turned to worms. All of the oatmeal, the flour, all of that stuff. He said that the scene switched for a second or something, and he seen people going to all these grocery store, and the gallons of water that they were holding in their hand, they just start busting while they were in their hands. So if you don't already have water in your home, the water that when this goes down, the water that's already out there in the stores, it's not safe and it's going to burst. It's going to be nothing. You have to be able to have a rock that you get from outside and be able to pray to that rock for the Most High to give you the waters of life from it, and for him to be able to give you the bread of life from it. I'm telling you what I know. The manna is inside your brain. So all you have to do is meditate, because it's right there where the Ark of the Covenant is. The Ark of the Covenant is here. And you know what I'm saying? And as you can see on my seal is here. And so behind here is your Ark of your Covenant. Okay? All the elect have this indent and have these seals. I don't know what they mean or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But in the last seconds is going to be revealed. My son went on to tell me that when we came out, only the canned goods, and not all of the canned goods, any canned good that had any kind of meat was no good. Anything that was made in beef broth, chicken broth, or whatever, none of that's any good. Okay? The only thing that was good was, he said, the vegetables. So you have to know that you guys just can't be eating a whole bunch of cans at one time. You have to save it. So you might have to only can eat, you know what I'm saying, one can a day. You know what I'm saying? Two cans a day. Depending on how big your family is, maybe one can a day. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I only been stressing to you guys to stock up on canned goods or whatever. But he revealed that to me. He said, Mama, all of that's gonna go bad. The bread, everything that we have, Mom, is gonna go bad. So we might as well just go ahead and eat it now because it's gonna go bad. But he said what was weird was is that I went to work on the day I did not normally go to work. Now, everything that I just showed you in the previous video, um, everything I showed you in the previous video, that's what's going on right now. I gotta go to work today. I gotta go to work tonight. I gotta be there at 9. I really believe that today could be that day. We don't know. We don't know. All I know is that he said when we come out, we got some rest or whatever, but eventually we had to come out because there was no food. Now, he went on to say that we went walking down, there's a long road between my hotel and the street, okay? And he said when we started walking down the road, we looked in front of us, there was a group of people down there, and they weren't moving. And then we looked behind us, and all of a sudden it was people behind us. And all of a sudden he heard a voice saying, do your part. Do your part. The time is now. Do your part. And so, oh my goodness, 666 is coming up on my screen. Oh my goodness. You guys, I'm weirded out by that. Hurry up and change already. Anyways, he said that, so he was like, all right, I'm gonna do my part. He said, forget it or whatever. That ain't the word he used, but he took off running really, really fast. And he said, at this time, I started to cry. He said, I reached out my hand and I said, no, Josh, no, don't. And so he said that a tear started to come down my eye, like, and Josh said he was started to run real fast, and he said all of a sudden the skin just went off of his body, and all of a sudden this silver armor just started coming over his bones, and this black outfit came over him, and this staff appeared in his hands, and he clicked it and it opened up long, like with points on the end, and then he clicked it one more time and a blade came up as a cross. And then he said he was running so fast, like I mean, that's how his skin came off and this shield came over his bones. And he said he was running so fast that the zombies didn't even know what happened to him. He said the cross was touching the ground, and he said he was running around them in a circle, and then he ran around the other one behind us in a circle, and then he said when he got back to us, the ground opened up and they fell into hell. Now, y'all tell me if that's not a prophecy for you, coming for you. I'm telling you, it's getting ready to happen. I don't know who my son is. He could be the Moses of this hour. I'm telling you, you don't even know. He said that Moses will come back. We don't know. But the only person that had a staff that I know that could turn into any and everything was Moses. Now, that's crazy that Moses had this staff. So he said that we finally made it. He said, no, he said once his body and stuff came back or whatever, and everything started to slow down, his skin came back, and well, the shield went off and his skin came back, and then he said the tear had finally dropped, and He said, I knew where to go. He said, I was told where to go. And that I knew where to go. And so I believe I know where to go, but we will all be known in the last hour where to go. So you have to stay fast, prayer and meditation, and in actual meditation with your eyes closed, wrestling with that angel, to get to that place of the pineal gland because you don't have time left. I also want to say that once he said we made it to Lowe's, he said that when we got to Lowe's, it was no car would start. And he said there was a car in the back that had the same symbol on his staff, on that cross, on the blade. He said the same symbol was there. So he said that when I got in the car, the keys were in it and it just started up. And he said, Mama, you drove the hell up out of Georgia. And he said, we made it out of the state and I woke up. Now, to get back to my 7-year-old's dream, see, it's a version. This can happen either way. But either way it come, the angels is coming for you, baby. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to be ready. And I was dealing with my own demons in the inside, you know what I'm saying? Because we all have to deal with within. We all have to clear out within. And yes, we're all being purified by his word and by his blood, you know what I'm saying? Because it is the truth, the way, and the life. And so I just need you to understand that I have to get this vision out today. So I might as well go ahead and tell you my 7-year-old's vision. And I'm praying that this is actually, you guys can actually hear me out here of me talking to you. Now, oh my goodness. So almost same scenario, but I wasn't at work. And my son, the 7-year-old, said that I went to open up the door because we heard commotion. And when we went outside, he said that my oldest son said, you can't open that door, there's zombies out there. And he said that our doorknob is broke. So I guess they heard the door when it closed and made a sound. So I guess they came busting, hitting on the door. And I guess they bust their way in. But by this time, we were in the closet. So again, we're in the closet. I'm telling you, get to your closets. Make sure you have your closet ready. Because these things, for some reason, closets are safe. Okay? Get in your prayer warrior closet. Because that's where all the magic happens. Anyway, baby. Anyway. So he said that we were in the closet, and he said all of a sudden feelings came in our arms, and out of our hands came a whole bunch of colors. And he said we came out. He said now both of them said that this was at nighttime. So he said that so this is two different versions of the story, but still similar things. So it could go either way, and I prefer it to go this way that I'm getting ready to tell you, because I don't have to endure what's getting ready to happen out here. But in any case, he said that we were in the closet, and our feeling came in our arms, and all these colors started coming through our hands. We had our firepower. And he said I had a sword that comes out of my hand when I put my powers together, because I have red and green, which I've told you guys this before, that I am one of the elect. And so anyways, he said that we came out ready to fight. He said we started slaying zombies. You know what I'm saying? We slaying zombies. And he said Yahuwah had came, and he had made the zombies, he had his hand open, and in his hand came these spikes, and the spikes hit the zombies and made them slow. He said the zombies was moving fast, but they started moving slow, and then when they got slow motion, they fell asleep. And he said we were tiptoeing past the zombies to get to Yahuwah. And so he said that all of a sudden when we got to Yahuwah, he said the that Yahuwah made opened his hand, okay, opened his hand, and out of this hand came a mighty hand, big enough to pick up a lot of people or people. You know what I'm saying? A mighty hand. You know what I'm saying? And he picked us up. And I guess in the moments of picking us up, he said that he seen a shadow on the wall. And he said, Mommy, I knew it was the devil. And I said, how did you know? He said, because it was a shadow and it had a shot like a that you wake up zombies with. And he said, and then Yahuwah, he said the zombies wake up, and he said they couldn't find us. We were already gone. Yahuwah had flown us to the holy mountain, and we were at the holy mountain underneath, where there's many rooms under this mountain, and the Holy Mother is there, Yahushua is there, and Yahuwah is also there, of course, because he brought us there. And so we're there with the Holy Mother. And he said when the zombies, and he's called it a T-Rex. Because I said, yeah, and I told him, I said, I had a vision of pterodactyls. It started off with, I seen something flying in the sky. And I looked, and now this is in my third eye, I seen this. Whatever. Say whatever you want to say. The devil mimics everything the Most High has. So there is a spiritual eye, whatever y'all want to say, whatever. You don't gotta believe it, whatever. But all of the 144,000 have one, and everybody in the world has one. But whether or not yours is active and you're actively receiving messages from the Most High, I don't know. But in any case, I seen this in my mind's eye, okay? And all of a sudden, it was a whole bunch of them in the sky. Like, it was tons of them. And I called it gargoyles, but my son called them pterodactyls. But I believe that they're gargoyles or whatever. But pterodactyls, same difference or whatever. Then he said it was a T-Rex. So I had to think about, what is the T-Rex? The T-Rex is the dragon. So my son's talking about the dragon. So I go to work on a day that I normally don't go to work, which is a Thursday. It's 4 6s on my screen, guys, which is like really sickening. Anyways, I'm telling you right now that we are in distress of nations. There was a 6-day war that started from the 5th of June to the 11th. On the 4th, the 3rd, 4th, or whatever, there's going to be the moon and Jupiter are going to have a meeting, which the moon can represent the bride, Israel. There's going to be a meeting about 7:41 p.m. In Jerusalem time, which is 12:40 our time. So you have to remember that it could possibly happen in the mid-afternoon. Some things, it could get started. I really believe that zombies are already started, and I believe that the government is doing whatever they can to keep it quiet and keep it contained. But eventually, it's about to bust open. I wouldn't trust anything. I wouldn't go get no vaccines. I would not trust it. I would stay away from wet areas. The sun is starting to rise outside. Really pinks, a lot of pinks. I don't know if you can see it. So My mother is here, my biological mother. Remember, I told you my foster mother died. Um, this is really, I was praying that she got here before everything happened because my son didn't see her in his vision. Um, but my 7-year-old went on to say that we were at the Holy Mountain and we were eating vegetables only, and that the Holy Mother made a cornbread. That's why I'm telling you, cornbread is the bread of life. So if you guys can get to the store and make you some cornbread might not go bad. I don't know. I'm just thinking. I don't know. But I just want you to know that things are getting ready to happen. And you guys should prepare. Tsunami watches. Why are we all of a sudden having tsunami watches? Maybe they know something that we don't know, and it's getting ready to happen, and they're throwing all of the. I'm telling you, this summer is going to be a crazy summer. Because I'm going to tell you the prophecy that I have, and it will be fulfilled. But by August 30th, you will see significant changes. Now, I'm not saying what's going to happen by September 30th, but I can guarantee you that the zombies come. When the zombies come, which is right before darkness, we've had everything, and that's what I want to share with you. While we're going ahead, we might as well just go ahead and do this right now. My quick memo. Okay. I have been for months recording incidents that's going on with the water turned into blood. I mean, I will include this all in the video below, all of the links. You can go look at all of this. But I could tell you that the 3 days of darkness are getting ready to occur because the great exodus is getting ready to occur. The Father is going to deliver us out before the second coming. But we've had the blood. The waters turned into blood. That was one of the plagues. We've had the frogs. And as you can see, I got several links here. 1, 2, 3. The bugs. Okay. So, you got the bugs everywhere. Okay. Flies, all of that. Okay. Wild animals. Remember when we had the birds? The birds were on the highways. They came into the cities. And then in the UK, you had wild boars running through the cities, and bears. And then the pestilence is going to be the zombies. Tell me right now, in Delaware, they're having zombie training. What do they know that we don't know? What do they know that we don't know? Let's look at this. Because if you guys don't understand what time that we are in, if you don't stand for righteousness, you'll fall for anything. And that's what I'm telling you. Don't fall for anything. Okay? Delaware police in need of zombies and humans for training exercise. Delaware police needs volunteers for one of its training exercise in a few weeks. Delaware. Now the screen wants to act slow, guys. Okay. They need volunteers for one of its training exercise in a few weeks. And so Delaware Police Department needs volunteers for one of its training exercises in a few weeks. The department is hosting an International Police Mountain Bike Association conference. The police needs help getting people to volunteer as zombies and humans. Hold on. Hold on. What did that say? For the last day training. Wait a minute. Are you guys seeing this? Let me select this. Police need help getting people to volunteer as zombies and humans for the last day training. Yes, ma'am. This way. Up the road. No. Okay. And Kroger's right here. We go. We usually take the path, but you can go. You can go down the street. As soon as you get to the light, you make a right. You'll see Piccadilly and Crystals. So it says police need help getting people to volunteers as zombies and humans for the last day training. Huh? What last day training exercise are they doing? What do you mean? The last day. They know something. They're not telling it. I told you that they said October was Zombie Awareness Month. Okay? I don't know why October is, but it's after the some of the Revelation 12 signs, 2 and through 4. So, but I could tell you that around August 28th, I seen it myself, and I can show you on my app, a Stellarium, that Jupiter actually exits the womb around the 28th, the 27th, 28th of August. And I'm telling you that this thing is going to get started before August 30th, because it is now time for Israel to be born, and a nation will be brought forth in one moment. In the twinkling of an eye, we will come forth. So I just want to tell you, if you guys miss the rescuing, get to Goshen, Indiana, because Goshen, Indiana was the same place. Goshen was the same place in Egypt where they were safe at. The Israelites were safe. So I would just suggest all non-Israelites and Israelites, if you get left, you don't make it to the holy mountain, because you need to be praying and steadfast in your word that this is what's getting ready to happen. Period, point blank. You need to be ready for what's getting ready to happen for the last day training exercise. You guys don't see this? If you don't see it, you're sleeping right now. On June 7th, they're having an exercise. Why is this happening to be during the time, the anniversary of the 50 year of the 6-day war that they had in Israel? You guys, they could just be saying this, and this actually be the real truth, what's getting ready to happen during this week. We don't know. But I'm telling you that you need to be on watch. I don't work Thursdays, but I work today. I mean, he said that we were in a car. I mean, there goes 626. There's that 626 again. We being in a car, you know what I mean, in the closet for 3 days. That's not the 3 days of darkness. Because once you see the dead in Christ rise, then you will have the 3 days of darkness. And I'm constantly hearing helicopters, all kind of things, you know. And you can't tell people that, oh, society and life is about to change forever. There's gonna be no power, no internet, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? What you have, the juice you have left on your phone is what you better keep on your phone, because um, nothing else might not work. And so I just want to give honor, thanks, and praise to the Father right now, for His love and His mercy. Because if it wasn't for His love and His mercy of us showing you guys that the 10 plagues are going on right now, and that we're getting ready to experience the last two. And I don't know what that means, because I don't know if the firstborns are gonna die again. I don't know. I haven't been looking up the firstborns part, but I've been keeping up on everything else. And I'm telling you that zombies is a part of pestilence. Okay, it will only fit under pestilence because um, I just think this is really sickening. This is just like really, really sickening. Um, um, yeah, why did I do that? Okay, so we had the blood, we had the frogs. They're all over right now. I'm gonna leave all the links below. You guys can, go and check them out yourself. Look it up on Google, type it, hit the news tab, and actually do your research. You will see that all is having the bugs, wild animals, pestilence, the zombies is getting ready to come. Famine, pestilence also follows with famine. And then he said the raises of the roars of the rivers. So that could be what 10 is, tsunamis, and we have tsunami watches today. The boils. There's been boils on children. People who are going outside, all of a sudden they're getting boils from being out there 2 hours and less. Strange marks and stuff is appearing on people. The hail. We had hailstorms all last week. I mean, the size of kickballs size hail in Missouri, Texas, Georgia. I told you guys I seen that storm, and the sky was like for 8 minutes bright orange and red in the sky. I never in my life ever seen anything like that. So I'm just telling you what I seen and what I noticed, what the hell is getting ready to happen. And you better wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. You better wake up. Locusts. The locust has been everywhere. They're everywhere, everywhere. Locusts, locusts, locusts. I even did a video on locusts, on the other locusts. Okay, they're here. It's tons of articles, tons of articles. Darkness and the firstborn. That's it. That's all we're waiting on is zombies, darkness, and firstborn. We just have